liquid. Part 2 begins now. The BMW R75 plus 5 rebuild continues. One precision component.
The valve surfaces are cleaned and checked before reassembly. Careful cleaning restores the smooth working surfaces. The cylinder head receives detailed cleaning in every recessed area. Clean mating surfaces and fresh seals prepare the engine for reassembly. Every internal component is cleaned before returning to the engine. The crankcase is cleaned around every accessible passage and mounting surface.
The rebuilt engine begins with careful inspection of every component.
The engine now begins its journey back to a complete running assembly. The restored cylinder is carefully installed around the cleaned piston. The cylinder head is secured with careful, even tightening. Fresh seals complete the restored cylinder head assemblies. The restored covers bring the engine's exterior finish back together. The carburetors are dismantled down to their serviceable components. Old fuel deposits are removed from every small passage and surface. The cleaned carburetors are rebuilt with fresh service components. Clean intake components complete the restored air system. The fuel system is rebuilt from clean, carefully inspected components. Fresh lines will replace the aged fuel connections. The tank interior requires just as much attention as its exterior. Repeated cleaning removes the remaining rust and sediment. The exterior is carefully leveled for a flawless new finish. The surface is now ready for primer. A uniform primer layer creates the foundation for the restored black finish. The iconic black finish is carefully laid down in controlled layers. The cured finish is inspected from every angle. The finishing details are prepared before final assembly. The restored tank is now ready to return to the motorcycle. The restored engine returns to its freshly refinished chassis. The engine is secured precisely inside the restored frame. The restored drivetrain begins coming together. The restored swing arm reconnects the rear suspension to the chassis. The restored rear suspension returns to its original position. The polished front suspension is carefully aligned. The steering assembly is adjusted for precise, smooth movement. The restored front wheel returns to the motorcycle. The restored rear wheel completes the rolling chassis. The The braking system is carefully returned to operating position. The cleaned chain reconnects the restored drivetrain. Final chain adjustment ensures smooth, even movement. The restored front bodywork returns to the chassis. The rear bodywork completes the motorcycle's original silhouette. The polished exhaust system returns to the rebuilt engine. The restored mufflers complete the exhaust installation. The restored intake system returns to the engine. The rebuilt carburetors are fitted precisely on both sides of the engine. The control cables are connected and carefully adjusted. The restored tank brings the motorcycle's iconic silhouette back together. Fresh fuel connections complete the restored delivery system. The restored seat completes the motorcycle's classic profile. The final body panels return to the restored frame. A fresh electrical power source completes the battery installation. The restored wiring harness is routed neatly through the chassis. The classic round headlight returns to the front of the BMW. The restored instruments complete the cockpit. The restored rear lighting completes the electrical exterior. The restored cockpit returns to its original riding position. The front brake control is adjusted for clean, consistent movement. The clutch control receives its final adjustment. The final cockpit hardware completes the motorcycle's upper profile. The restored electrical system comes alive for the first complete test. The braking system receives its final movement check. The restored suspension moves smoothly through its travel. The drivetrain is checked for smooth, consistent movement. The rebuilt engine receives its final cosmetic detailing. Even the smallest cooling fin gaps receive a final cleaning. The restored chrome is polished until every curve reflects the workshop lights. The restored wheel receives its final finishing touch. The spokes are cleaned individually for a uniform finish. The restored black paint receives its final polish. Every painted surface is inspected before the final reveal. The restored seat receives its final detailing pass. The final fingerprints and dust are carefully removed. The complete restoration receives one final visual and mechanical inspection. The workshop is cleared for the final reveal. From years of abandonment to a completely restored classic BMW. Every major component has been cleaned, rebuilt, refinished, and carefully reassembled. The restoration is complete. A legendary BMW R75/5, brought back from abandonment to like-new condition.